Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run the cables for the switch boxes into the new handlebars. And you see I pulled the harness out of the frame. I have everything exposed here. Here I have everything tagged, and here's the speedo and tack cable. Here's the fuel pump cable connection. So, and this is the left side switch box cable right here. And all you do is push this in and disconnect. Okay. Now you see this orange piece at the end. You have a screwdriver. A spot here. Take it out. Now inside, see down in there, there's little tabs, the locking tabs that lock the connections in there. All you have to do is take a little screwdriver, lift it, pull the wire, lift the next one, pull the wire. Okay, you see it? Lift the next one, pull the wire. Okay, we have all three of these disconnected from the plug. Now you go to the next ones, the next three. Lift up the little tab, pull. Pull. Here's the last one, pull. Alright, now what you're going to do is just take the plug and carefully pull it off. Now you have all the ends showing. Now what I have to do next now, this is moisture seal here. Just pull the plugs out, pull the ends out of there, one at a time, like so, very carefully so you don't you don't want to snap the ends of the wires, then you're going to have to put a new end on there. That's what I tried to avoid. Now they're all color coded, so when I get them back together, they're not going to be very hard to match up the connections. So when you plug it in, the right wires are connected to the right wires in the other plug. Okay, see, there you have it. The wires are out of the plug. We'll be back. Alright, I've done one side. I ran a wire through the handlebars on the one side, and as you see, I took the end and I bend it over so there wouldn't be no jagged edges, trying to force it through the pipe, the handlebars. So this is a smooth edge, and it seemed like, I mean, it took me a couple of tries to do it, but I finally got it. I put it in one time and went out the other side. So a couple of tries later, I got it through. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the other side, show you guys how I did it, and hopefully it's not going to take an hour for this side to be done. So I'll set things up. I'll be right back. I have here a roll of baling wire. I'd see if it would work with the handlebars, and well, as you saw in my last segment, it worked pretty well. So as you can see, it's in a roll, and it's kind of like it's thick enough but thin enough to run through the holes in the handlebars. Plus it has like a spring tension to it. I already cut a piece off, so I'll show you that. Okay, here's the piece I cut off. Alright, as you can see, it's kind of got a spring to it. So even though you bend it, if you don't bend it too much, it'll bounce back. So I did with the last one, I slipped it through the bottom hole, and then I shoved it up, and by having it in the direction of the way it's supposed to go, you see how it's curved? I just kept on inching, pushing. Turned it a little bit, and it turned and went right through to the other side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, like I showed you on the other end, I'm going to make a smooth curved edge to this. So I'm going to take a pair of pliers and turn it. I'll be right back. So okay, here it is. I'm going to make a smooth end to it. Just going to squeeze this together so it doesn't get hooked up on anything inside. I don't know what kind of condition the inside of the tubes are in this handlebar, in these handlebars. There might be some welding, some sharp edges from the welding in there. But as you see all the round part smooth. So that should make it easier for it to make the sharp bend at the top of the bars. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the bar and I'm going to start shoving it in from the bottom. Okay, I have the handlebars. I'm going to stick the wire through. It's getting hung up on something up there. What I'm doing is I'm sort of making like a little arc. So when it hits the end, it has somewhere to get into. Now see how it is? Okay, let's try it again. Now see, because of the spring in the wire, Yep. Same problem I had with the other side, but eventually it goes in smooth. Alright, let's try it again. Okay, it's getting hung up on something. Okay, here. Missed that part now. See if I can make that bend. Go back and forth so it can catch me. I don't want to turn it around too much because then it'll come out the other side. Okay, it's stuck on something up there. Alright, I'm going to come right back. Alright, I had some problems. This is the side I was talking about. You push it in and it was coming out the other side. But I finally got it to come out the right side. Here it is, right here. And here's right there. So just had to wiggle it around. It's almost like having one of those snakes that you use for to clean out your drains when they're plugged. You just gotta keep flipping it around until it catches. So here I have it. I have both sides now. My next step is to these wires through these bars. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the switch box and the cable. Alright, I'll be back.